Welcome back, guys. My name is Abu Azeez, and you are on to the Abu Azeez Podcast. This podcast happens to be a platform where I bring in footballers, coaches, referees, administrators, everyone that is involved in football one way or the other to come and share their knowledge, their stories, everything about them in football. On today's episode, I have one intelligent footballer, somebody that I respect so much, and somebody that happened to be the first female footballer on my podcast. Today, I have the honor of introducing to you, make the person use her hand, introduce herself. Zulfah Abdulazeez, you happen to be the first female footballer on my podcast, so I am so honored.
Wow.
I'm so grateful to have invited you and for you to have honored my invitation. May God continue to bless you. So, would you just use like 1 minute to introduce yourself to my viewers, my listeners, and everyone out there?
Well, first of all, I would like to say thank you so much for having me here. And Zulfah Abdulazeez by name, popularly known as Hijabballer, aka Hijabballer. So I am a football player. I play football professionally, presently in Delta State. And nice to meet you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. And I just want my listeners, my viewers to have few knowledge about what you have been through, what you are going through, and what you will surely go through as long as football is concerned. I hope you don't mind sharing with people.
No, at all.
You are not okay, fine. And let's start this way. Zulfah, how or why did you decide to play football professionally?
To be frank, to be sincere, I didn't choose football professionally. Like when I was young, I didn't mean to like go into football fully, like playing it professionally.
Okay.
What really happens was I work with males. Like most of my friends are male.
Okay.
And I do everything they do, like playing football, doing all sorts of things that all guys can do.
Okay.
So I used to play, you know, monkey post now.
Yes, now
monkey post is one of those games that usually bring street football, that brings most of this professional football out there. So that's what I brought out to. Like I used to play that monkey post.
Okay.
I used to train with them, and that's where I gained my confidence playing as a football player, as a female football player rather.
Okay.
So I happened to go and train outside, like one school like that, and I see people coming through be like, we actually like your confidence with the way you're playing. And I feel, even I would say, ever since I'm playing, but like I grew up before I know how a standard professional field looks like in real life, not on TV.
On TV, okay.
So when people start encouraging me, then I feel, okay, I think I can do this.
Okay.
So what you know how to do best, if people support you, you will enjoy doing it.
Wow.
That's number one. So, you know, I stay with my grandmother, and my grandmother supported me too. Anytime I said I'm going to training or I want to go and play all this monkey post, even sometimes I opt for my grandma when I was young.
No, we'll come to that. We'll come to that.
So,
we'll come to
okay,
that.
yeah. So, if she asks me to go, anytime I go out, you know, she'll just be like, okay, these are the things you need to sell out there. Then I will just put my stuff down and go and play ball. Then come back home, like, show time, you know. So it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. So I think it's not what I choose from the beginning. I just happened to find my way there when I started growing up.
Yeah. So you just made mention about you staying with your grandmother, and she helped you a lot. Apart from your grandmother, which other person would you say has been there for you to support you, you know, as a lady, especially from a Nigerian home, a Yoruba home for that matter?
Yeah.
if a lady wants to start playing football, we would start hearing different things. What you define up and down? You get?
Woman, what they play, but what they
yes,
up and
what
down?
are you
Yeah,
looking for?
right.
So, apart from your grandmother that actually supported you from the grass, who were the other people that supported you?
Nobody, just my grandma.
Just your grandmother?
Yeah, just my grandma.
So, were you hearing so many negative things about you, that you shouldn't play football at all, those period?
Well, what I noticed was people usually see me as somebody, you know what they say, otija. Like I'm kind of one.
You are too exposed.
Yes, too exposed, because one, I work with the males, and secondly, I am playing football and everything. I'm always in the midst of the males. Like they probably think otherwise of me. So along the way, my dad, you know, I don't live with my dad. Okay. So when he comes fully to live with us, me and my grandmother, it was like, oh, mommy will be ring ball like my female child. No, like my female child no go play ball. For not where I come, it is even a crime. Like you do that kind of thing, bulala. So it was, let's say that's the number one challenge I first faced then. So when anytime my dad tried to, you know, make me stay away from playing football and going to training and all that, my grandma would be like, calm down, this issue no be issue. Be say you go to fight your papa. Calm down, she mean they go work, you go work, you go your own. So that's how I gave my grandma support. So, and along the way, when I started proving him wrong, that the fact that I'm playing football does not mean I am doing something else, or probably I will actually lead to maybe a kind of a bad child at the end of the day. I actually try to, you know, prove him wrong. And at the same time, he is also trying to make me know my religion. Like, he'd be like, okay, even if you will play this football, because initially though, I go to the mosque, I go to Lake, and thank God to one of our sisters, Sister Latifat. She was the one who actually exposed me to my religion, to make me know more about my religion. Then my dad to fully support, okay, you just have to dress well as a Muslim child, even if you want to do this. But I am still not agreeing. But even if I would allow it, that's when I started climbing the step of a professional game. So my dad feels, okay, I think I'm doing good a bit, but he's still not in support of that. But not until when I lost my grandma, that's when my dad now be like, okay. So he was like, okay, come live with me. And I said, no, I won't, because you won't allow me to do this anymore. This is what I love doing. So when I stay alone, I do all things. He just left me with everything. Okay, you want to stay alone? Do you know how house is expensive? Do you know how expensive house rent is? Do you know how expensive to pay some other bills? Okay, you try it and let's see how far you can go. So I try my best doing what my grandma does. Like my grandma sells cola nuts, bitter cola, and some other stuff like that. So that's what I do to finance myself. I go to training, come back, and it's not easy though. But alhamdulillah.
So Zulfah, we have talked about how you started football, how your grandma, may her gentle soul rest in perfect peace, how she supported you. Now, there is this part I want to talk about. How did the putting on hijab to play ball, how did it come into your style, your football?
Aside from my grandma, aside from my dad, there was a sister called Sister Latifat.
Okay.
Ibrahim Oluwakemi. She was the one that took me to one lecture like that. Okay. So the lecture got into me, like I was like, wow, there's still more to life. You know, when you are living with those people that loves you around you, you won't know what life seems all about. But until you lose somebody close to you, that's when you know there is God. So when I listened to those lectures, it actually changed me too. And the use of hijab was actually, it started from her and my dad too. So I feel, initially I feel, well, I can't go with my football career anymore, because using hijab and playing football, I think it will be very, very difficult. Because I've not seen anyone use hijab to play football. So at a point, I don't have a choice. I still need to like someone discourage, like, no, this thing, if you know what you know how to do best, I've seen a lawyer. I think, is it a justice or a lawyer? She's a lawyer, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure. She is very good. Like, she's very well educated.
Okay.
So they were like, she can't use hijab in the court. I think she was the first female to use hijab in the court. So if she can break this rules,
okay,
I think I can do. And this rules was made by man.
Somebody.
Yes, somebody. It can be changed.
Okay.
So as far as you're doing the right thing. So I feel, let me just keep training.
Okay.
So I'm training with the hope of, I know one day
something will happen.
Something will happen. So while doing this, there are so many challenges.
So many challenges.
I won't lie to you.
Would you want to share just one or two?
Okay. One. Maybe, I think I played one match in Badagry.
Okay.
The referee, were about to go in for the match. The referee said, no, you can't use this thing on your head on the pitch because we've never had this rule in our rules and regulations, blah, 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 blah. I was like, me, I'm fine because anything stress, I don't like it. Wahala, I avoid them.
Okay.
So everybody was like, no, now. So some people supported me. Some people be like, no, they can't use it. This is just a competition. Let her use it as far as she can play this game. So they fought almost like 3 minutes.
Okay.
To 5 minutes. They drag it. The referee go to the the bigger referee, and the child sort it out. Okay, let her play. We started playing. I scored my first goal in the next, I think, 5 minutes to the game. Okay. Like, everybody was like, wow. And you don't want this girl to... She have what it takes
to play.
So you don't have to deprive her from using her hijab. The hijab is not what she's going to use to play on the pitch. It's her leg. So I think that's one of the challenges. And some people out there that will be like, kí ló fẹ́ ṣe báyìí? She has allowed to lorobo and you know there's allowed to be this place. You better come out this thing with there if you know say you don't ready to play ball. Some people even tell me on comment section, go ask Oshuala Papa, say I take reach Barcelona. No be hijab carry and reach there. We are different.
And now, sorry that I'm coming in. So you as a person, has there been any time where those negative thoughts, negative things you see or hear made you want to quit football?
It made me want to quit though, but not like I don't want to play football no more. It only made me cry. Like I've cried sometimes. Like I'll just comment and be like, I mean they talk to like this. Like I'll just be like, you understand? But I never for once give up. I keep pushing. Like I know my time will come.
So when was that particular time? And what was the thing that happened around that period that made you feel like, yes, I go make am from this football?
I think that was my first time. Okay, I applied for this. This Qatar was actually the biggest pattern.
Yeah, the Neymar 5-a-side?
Yes, okay, yes. It actually gives me hope, courage, and belief in myself more that I can do it. Okay. Because when Oluwayinka sent this link to me, concerning the Neymar stuff. Okay, upload your video, do this, do that. I was like, Risky. They are talking about all over the world though. And just 7 people, now they won't pick. Where I want to see the log, where you won't come. But I just feel like, okay, let me try to do it. You understand? Okay. So when I applied, I tagged Neymar, I uploaded my video, 1 minute video. Yeah. So when I was picked, I checked the message, I was like,
you?
No. Maybe somebody else just help me open this. Is this message mine? Like it came from Red Bull saying one of the lucky player that has been picked already. Okay. I was like, So definitely with this, I believe in myself more that I can do it. So that's when I start even improving more. Like that sometimes I just be like, I beg, I don't even want to go training today. Person they train all this, why nothing come up. But at the same time, when you see some things like this Red Bull of a thing, it makes me go more, like push more, like I can do it.
So, Zulfah, I remembered that junior Neymar 5-a-side, you traveled to Qatar to meet Neymar. How did your parents, your dad and everyone around you that period, how them feel that period? Like how you beat them?
Well, my dad didn't believe it in the first place because even me, I didn't carry him along because somebody that is not supporting my career feels like I should just go
do your thing.
Yes. Yeah. So when I told him I got the visa before I told him I'm traveling. So it was like a shock, like Qatar, Zulfah, Kiningba. Why is she playing? Because maybe my dad thought it's just this kind of play ball. the game go far past wetin they think. So when he sees me there, he was shocked, and I think from there was when I started gaining his support.
Okay. Yeah. Zulfah, I would like to ask you this particular question. Do you think your hijab makes you a special player on the field? Reason I'm asking this particular question is, for instance, when Rasheedat Ajibade, the Super Falcons player, when she organized this standout with Rash tournament giveaway, I actually saw your post and I saw your entry. Then I read through some comments and I saw stuffs like, we never see Muslim girl we wear hijab, we sabi play ball like this. More votes for him. Do you think some of these people, they voted for you out of, they liked your game, or just because you are special?
I can't really know, because I don't know their mind, why they voted and if they vote. The thing is, it's not the hijab that is actually making me a better player. I would like to specify by saying, when you are good at what you're doing, it's actually helps. Let's take for example, I don't know how to do control hijab. I carry it will be the worst part. I can't put hijab for head. Say I won't go play for us. They go say go and marry Afa Lukman. No, this one don't be your way. So I don't think so.
So every footballer out there, they aspire to play professional football, to play football to the highest level. So this particular question, if you, by God's grace, you are being invited to the Super Falcons tomorrow, how would you feel?
It's a very big honor. I will feel very happy and at the same time a bit surprised, because I know it's very, very competitive. The national team is very, very competitive. Initially, let me be straight to, I don't know how to lie. I've never sit down and say national team.
That's for
I've
now.
Then I never thought of it. But when I see the game, how competitive it is, I need to know my level. It's not about you juggling the ball. There are so many people that can juggle the ball and doesn't know how to play. So I get to let me train more. That's the more reason why I try to join the professional league to see my standard more and to see how I improved more. So I think that's it.
You will be extremely happy.
Of course.
Now, if you'll be extremely happy, what about you get to the national team, the Super Falcons, you see the likes of Asisat Oshoala, Rasheedat Ajibade, you see everybody. Then they tell you you can't play with hijab. What would happen?
I go to my house.
Are you sure?
I go to my house. It's not only Nigerian that they're playing football. That's what I say about this. And I've always pursued to play in Europe for long. It's not just working out. But I don't know. I don't know. I can't play without my hijab. I can't. It's like my identity. It's what I believe in, and it is what I saw in my own Quran, like they saying, okay, you have to. It. So I'm trying all my possible best to even improve more, not to come down. Yes.
We all watched the Female World Cup just recently, and we saw a Moroccan player being the first person to use hijab to play football. How did you feel as a person, as a footballer, as a Muslim?
Like, I was so happy. The first thing I did when I saw the picture, a lot of people came to my DM. They sent me the pictures. They even wish me, they wish I'm there. I said, I also wish that for myself too one day. And the next thing, I tried to post out too. Till the World Cup finished, till they finished the league, always I do post out because there are so many young athletes out there that usually view my status and they're trying to use the hijab as well to play this game. So it is like a way of encouraging them, to motivate them more that you guys can actually do it. I can do it too. So we all are in the same shoe. So seeing her is one of the biggest to say, okay, people go even keep as this woman don't come outside now. People will calm down. So it's kind of easy compared to before. So other people coming out now to use the hijab to play, it will be more easier for them. They won't face the challenges I face, yes, because it is very, very new to them when I started using it. So them, it will be kind of like easy now. So it kind of motivates me, trust me. Like it gives me more hope and happiness, like wow. So fast, you too, you can do it one day to the World Cup level.
Yeah, I am so happy with that experience, and I am also happy for you that at least you can play football freely with your hijab without hearing negative thoughts right now. But I want us to go back to one particular topic you brought out. You said before you went to that Neymar 5-a-side, someone told you to send or to post your video. How have you been able to do your videos while you're playing football? What has been the challenges of getting those videos?
Well, when I'm used to this Instagram of a thing.
Okay.
I am used to doing, the reason I usually video myself, like I ask people, maybe even sometimes people I don't know, I'll just give them my phone, please help me do this video. And the reason I do this video is because I just want to see myself.
Okay.
How I'm improving. Because if you are doing this every day, you're going to training without, sometimes I ask like people closer to me, okay, how is my game today? How did I, even when we have a friendly match, anytime we play friendly match or anything or real match, I ask people, okay, you're not doing well, so I try to work more on that. So my reason for doing those videos, I usually use it to improve myself. So I like to post it too. I post it, so the more I post, I believe one day somebody can just come out there and say, okay, I like this girl, I like the way she's playing, okay, come to this club, come and play for this particular club. So that's my own aim for doing that.
I like it. And what were the challenges? What were the issues you were having with those contents you were doing?
Well, on my comment section, I usually don't have a problem, because for people to follow you, to be your followers, it's like it means they really like what you're doing. So they comment positively. But you see, if you see any negative comment on my comment section, like right now, it's probably be like that person is not my follower. So most of these people are always from, you see all these legit Insta blog, all this, I don't know, all these bloggers, you know, they actually try to post some of my videos and pictures too. So when people say it, you know, they are not my fans. They don't know me, they don't know what I do to get there. So they try to comment negatively without even seeing, and they judge the way they see the picture.
How did you feel seeing Junior Neymar?
Oh, like initially I thought I was dreaming, because when he first came out, I was like, you know, when you are overjoyed, you will be confused. Like it's just like the first time I saw Senior Rashida Tajibade. When I was confused. What do I? Because she didn't tell me she was coming to my shop. It was her birthday. She came back from her club side, and exactly that day she brought me boots and she gave me some money. Like she encouraged me a lot. So coming down there, it's not about money, but the respect. I respect her a lot. For that, it shows how humble she is as a football player. So with that, I usually respect her, and I see her as my role model too. So it's like seeing Neymar that day, I feel, am I dreaming? Like I'm actually in Qatar now. This is Neymar. Like this is Neymar. And the opportunity they gave us was only the females can have a friendly match with Neymar. So we the females that Neymar gave the invitation to, we played with the finalists. So that was how I got to, because if I go with the team that qualify, I might not be able to see. But we that Neymar invited by himself, we were able to see him and to play with him. So I feel so great. But the only opportunity I didn't have was they collected our phones, so we weren't able to do much videos and have. So all these pictures and videos I'm getting is for my colleagues.
Oh, okay, nice one. And personally, who would you have said, or which person you would say don't be a bigger influence to your football? Neymar, Rashida Tajibade?
Now Senior Rashida. Senior Rashida first. Because when I said it's not about money, it's about if she didn't encourage me like the way she does, maybe I might have just relent and not doing some other things right.
Yeah.
And if I didn't do it right, I won't be able to do video for myself on the pitch and upload it for Neymar to see.
That's true.
So I would say she first, number one.
Okay.
Before I get to realize, then I can, because normally I used to watch Neymar too. Like I watch his video clips, Neymar, Ronaldinho, I like their pattern. When you are playing, you play with joy.
Yeah.
So I like people playing with joy, not to be frowning like you're over serious on the pitch. So I like his style of playing. Him and Ronaldinho. So that's it.
So I actually did a research. I checked your Instagram and TikTok followers. You have lots of followers on Instagram and TikTok. How did you come about that?
I won't lie to you. When I was in Qatar, before I go to Qatar, I saw, I think I have...
Before you went to Qatar, how many followers
did you have? I have just 6,000 or... Yeah, 6,000 plus followers.
Okay.
That was my followers, and I used to maintain that. But when I started posting pictures,
Neymar.
Yes, I started seeing followers every day, and then it died down when I came back. But I don't know, the pictures I posted on my Facebook, maybe like legit just posted it.
Okay.
He reposted the picture and it went viral, and before we know it, people start coming to my Instagram and following me. Likewise, my Facebook. I think that was when I started gaining my followers.
Oh, okay.
Through the social media bloggers.
So even TikTok. So all of a sudden, from research as well, I have noticed that you have also become a football influencer. How has football influencing helped you as a person? Because I saw you doing some adverts with Nike recently.
Yeah.
How did that connection come about?
Well, I think that was from somebody I know.
Okay.
Auntie Monsurat.
Okay.
She's one of the bloggers, I think.
Okay.
So she was the one in charge. So she has a friend who is actually close to those people, and she was the one that connected me. And she too has been like rooting for me, wishing for me to rise.
Okay.
You know, because she has always been supporting me to, you know, be at the top one day. Like, I just want to see you play at the national levels, or probably in Europe or something. So she was the one that brought this offer, and it's very amazing.
And from that Nike advert you did now, we all know that you are a big brand ambassador, and many brands would want to work with you. So this particular question now, use your church mind, answer them.
No,
you won't play ball to the highest level, Abi?
For sure.
Yeah. What if Nike bring one contract for you now, like 10 years contract?
Okay.
Say you go be the model, you go be the brand, but you know if you play ball, what's up?
10 years contract.
Yes, it is very, very possible. Okay, let me give you this instance now. A player like David Beckham.
Okay.
David Beckham. I know if you count how many years contract we signed with Adidas.
Okay.
From talk, it be like say instead they chop inside that money, and he don't resign long time ago.
No, that one better now.
Sure you get. So I just they talk and say, for instance, Nike brings something like that, but you won't play. You won't be playing.
No.
If the money plenty come.
I don't want no. Because this is what I love doing, and it's not just about me. If I do that, I think I'll be a bit selfish. Because there are so many young athletes out there looking up to me to be like, okay, if we see this lady there, then definitely we can be there too.
Okay.
So no matter what you're facing, you can achieve everything you put your mind to. So this thing is, if I should stop playing, and I started posting Nike stuff, a lot of young athletes earning after endorsement or anything, they just want to see you play because they want to play football.
Yes.
So people in that line that usually be an influencer to, you know, influence some things like that, would want to be your followers now. They want to follow you. They want to see more of what you do. Not footballers anymore. And playing football is what I know how to do best. It is what I love to do, and not just me. It's for the rest of other players who also want to go far in playing. So I think I won't. So now my church mind
but you talk when you talk now, you start pick one small thing.
Okay.
I say if they give you 10 years contract, I can't use example of Beckham. Say Beckham own.
Beckham own better now. Beckham now when Beckham resigned, they give her that. Now that time they fit give me.
Now they fit give you that.
But
time.
when I still want.
Yeah, you carry this talk go now. Be say okay. If you reach that time, I don't want to mention name of any brand. I don't want to mention name of any brand at all. But you as a football influencer right now, if one big brand come with a multi-million endorsement for you, multi-million endorsement, we be say, when you garagon, the counter say, you no go use hijab, do the adverts, you go fit do am.
First, I would like to say, money is nothing. You can't take money to heaven. All of us, as we're living like this, we don't know where we're going to leave this world. So, me disrespecting or disobeying what God said and come to removing my hijab, like disobeying God by removing my hijab because of that millions, and I die tomorrow, I won't take the money along with me. Even if I should take it along with me, I cannot tender it in front of God and say, okay, that money can take me to jail or anything. So all I'm trying to say is I can't, because hijab is my identity, and I don't just do it for the sake of me, like just have it beautify my body. No, it's for the sake of Allah. So, and like I said earlier, I pray to God to even increase me more in it, not to demote. So I'm not just using this hijab. I am also doing this for all other athletes who are out there that wants to use football as a professional. They want to play football, they want to be there, they are seeing somebody who is trying to be there and say, okay, we're looking up to this particular person, we want to be there too. And all of a sudden, the person left football and go and join conductor. Who is going to view his or her status, except for those conductor sets like him? So when you're trying to motivate people, you have not to be selfish. You have to look into some other players who are actually looking forward to see you do it, so that it can actually motivate them to do it too. So it's not about me only. It's not about myself. It's about.
Oh, okay. Zulfah, as a Muslim from this part of the world, especially a Yoruba girl with a play ball, if it happens, say you dey one professional team right now, professional team, well organized, well structured, you can't reach fasting period, Ramadan time, and you dey fast as a correct Muslim. What if you reach that period where una get league match and on a management, your coaches, your management, then insist say everybody must chop? Wetin go happen?
I think it's very, very difficult.
Why is it difficult?
It is because breaking Ramadan is like, if you break one fast, you're going to replace it with 60. One is always for no reason, because this football of eating is just my career. So if I would say I can't break my fast, because I've seen so many legends, so many professional players like Ozil, Pogba, and some other players like that. While on the pitch, they are fasting, and when it's time to break, even while they are playing their match, they will give them like few minutes to come outside to break their fast. So if those people, if they can permit them, then they should give us that chance too. As far as we did not, like I did not. Let me say me, because we're talking about me now.
Okay.
So as far as I don't demote, like I didn't like I still continue to improve. Like I'm not slow in my game, or probably I still work hard like the way I used to. Like I'm doing what I am doing, the same thing. Yes, what I'm supposed to do. So I think it will be very difficult for me to break my fast. Let me put it that way.
Oh, okay. We are coming towards the end of this episode, and this particular question, I would really be happy to hear your own perspective, your own opinion about it. So, during the last World Cup, I mean the female World Cup, we all watched the Super Falcons match, and something happened when we played against Australia. A Super Falcons player, Rashida Asisat Oshoala, she scored a goal and she pulled her jersey. And from there we started hearing so many things, so many takes. Few days later, she actually posted on her social media page that her dad wasn't happy with it. You as a Muslim, what is your take about that? And do you think that might happen to you?
No, actually. To me, what I see in this game, this is like somebody trying to achieve something and she got to achieve that thing. Now overjoy you. If we overjoy do person, nothing wey we say you no go fit do. The thing might be wrong, but at the same time, she realized she is wrong. That is the most important. Because I know at some point she's a very devoted Muslim and she prays a lot. Like from what I heard, I used to search about her too. So I know one way or the other she will go out there and be like, okay, astaghfirullah like for him. See, when you sin, God says sin, but make sure you come back without doing it. So it might be one of the little sin, it might be a bigger sin, I don't know, but for the fact that she realized what she did
was wrong.
It's really she's really perfect to me. That's it.
From that, you said now overjoy.
Yes, now.
So if it happened to you?
No, me, I can't.
No, if it happened to you, because even she no one do one. She no one do. Okay, let me use myself.
She no one, but the joy.
Let me use myself. Let me use myself as an example. I played a match in Warri.
Okay.
Warri Wolves versus Katsina United.
Okay.
First half, the game starts with a fine goal. Before they know, bam, I score. As I score, I dey happy say God thank you. You know, reach 5 minutes, I score again. And as I dey score that second goal, I don't talk say God thank you. Say this match, for me to not score 2 goals for first half, I will score at least 5 because I did better form. As I dey score the second goal, I don't know when I go do some assault, do back fleet. That's why I take the ankle.
Wow.
I come up for that match. What if I tell you say I nursed that ankle for 2 months? But that form where I did that period, only that match, okay, I will score 4 or 5.
Sure.
And do you know what would have happened to my career if I score 4 or 5 goals in that match? Agents go don't come. Okay. So there are some things we as a footballers where we go do after we score one kind sweet goal. We know they know do them.
Yeah.
Now the excitement.
I understand.
So now wait to make me ask you that question.
No. The level of our excitement is kind of different.
Okay.
And you know, if I see something, if I give you something like this and said, okay, Abu Azeez Egba, you'll be like, wow, thank you so much, I really appreciate it. But when you give it to another person, only me, this one, wow, thank you so much, I really appreciate it. You know, the level of joy, it is not that you that said, wow, thank you so much, I really appreciate it. It doesn't mean you didn't appreciate it. So the level of the joy is quite different. It's different and it's higher than each other. So that's what I see. Me as a football player, I can score a goal and go and jubilate like whichever way I want, but not to an extent of me removing my clothes. Okay. So and she don't pay for league, so that kind of thing normal small.
Oh, okay. What next for Zulfah? What next for you? What do you think is your next move now as a footballer?
Playing in Europe, seeing myself in one of the biggest clubs, playing with my hijab, motivating other young athletes. Inshallah,
that would happen. Before we round up. You actually told me and my listeners, my viewers, that you started football one kind. Say you've been the cell for Ojota. Now, if you dey pass that place, which kind you take a look that place? Or if you dey see some young people will be like you way back, will be say themselves they sell, which kind you take a look them? Now. I
still go there often, and when I go there, I play with everybody because they already knew me there. So even the chairman, the garage guys, they like footballer. Like I'll just stay there and greet everybody, and still stay with the other woman that we usually sell together. So I don't see it as anything. It's everybody. For every, I am not successful yet. Point of correction, but I'm working towards that. But for every successful human being in this life, they have gone through so many things. And so if you have gone through that thing and you see somebody else going through that stuff, you shouldn't mock that person or feel like forming like you are there already, like you've never tasted that kind of pain before. So we shouldn't be like that. So that's what I think about.
So one last message for young and upcoming players. We never even reach the level where you did. You try to get to one level, but what about the people we never even reach where they? What can be one message where you need to give them?
My advice is for them to, like whatever things you are doing, it's not just football now. Let's talk about things, every other work generally, because not be only football be career now. So many other things that they be saying they do. For everything, everything you are doing in this life, always try to believe first and be prayerful. Once you have the belief and you are prayerful, then trust me, you get there. And you remember, like, you're dedicated and you put more effort doing so many things. I feel like, okay, people said I can't, but at least I was able to. Then you keep pushing. Then avoid distraction. Distraction, social media distraction, as a female, male distraction and all that. So we need to focus on what we want to achieve. And to achieve that is not easy. So you just have to keep on pushing that. If somebody who has gone through so many obstacles, like so many challenges can be here, then definitely I can't be there too, because we have so many parents out there who are supporting their child. They have the opportunity, but they're feeling like, oh, I don't think I'm sure of this anymore. No, you should utilize it, because there's so many people out there who they even get this 10% of the support you get, and they were able to push more. So definitely you can get there easily.
Wow,
That's it.
we don't hear this one bellyful. To my fellow listeners, my viewers, everybody where they support me, where they watch, where they cheer, where they repost, I really want to thank Ona for this opportunity. Finally, I don't bring in the first female professional footballer come my podcast, and to sign out, I go leave her, make she help me sign out. And the only way you are going to sign out is thank our listeners and just tell them, say, make them continue to watch the Abu Azeez podcast, and we are good.
I'm Zulfah Abdulazeez, aka Hijabballer. Please follow Abu Azeez Podcast on all social medias like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We love you.
We sure will.